Hey guys, I'm going to try to do a real quick intro to the draft tools, how they work, because our draft's coming up in a few minutes, so I want you all to see how this works. Go on to Flea Flicker, log into the league. Now, by the way, as I'm going through this, feel free to pause, rewind, go back if you need to. I'm trying to make this real quick, down and dirty, so that you all have a chance to see how this works before the draft starts in under an hour here. So again, fleaflicker.com, I'm logged in. Here's the league. You can see all the list of owners here. We still have a couple people that need to log in. Allie will do that when she gets home. Gabe and Jen need to make sure they're registered, but otherwise we are good. So once I'm logged into the league, up in the top here, you see that I go to the draft page. By the way, I want to mention I am on a computer right now, on a laptop, drafting from a browser. I recommend you do that. I got notice from Flea Flicker that there may be issues with the app, so I wouldn't recommend that. If you are drafting from your phone, I know the couple of you that are doing that have Chrome, you'll want to go into the desktop mode, and then most of these features will be available. So real quick, into draft. The draft hasn't opened yet, so you still have all these options. Your pre-draft checklist to rank your players. In here, you can rank the players. You can sort by position or all of them. This is pretty self-explanatory. You go in here, you rank your tight ends by how you want them, your running backs, your quarterbacks, etc. Now, you'll notice when it says all here, this is going to be important for this option on the right side. There's an auto draft option you can toggle here to ask it to draft the best available starter, meaning it's going to make smart decisions based on your roster, or draft the best available player regardless of your roster needs. That means if you have a quarterback already and the next highest ranked player you have selected is also a quarterback, and you have selected the best available player option, that's regardless of roster needs, that means that quarterback will be the next one taken. If you tell it best available smarter based on your roster needs, it will analyze who you currently have and look at the best option for positions of need at that point. Now here on the draft ranking, you see you can click and drag and move players around however you'd like. You can search for players up in here to find someone in particular. Let's say I'm looking for James Conner. There he is. Boom. Now, the important thing to keep in mind is that you click save after you're done. Otherwise, nothing will happen. There is also a draft cheat sheet here that has the computer's auto rankings of who they think are the best players at each position, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, etc. On the right-hand side here, it also has their bye week. Now you'll note on each player, this will work the same way once you're in the draft. When you're on the player, you can open it in a new tab. You can look at their stats. These are their stats from week 1 through the Super Bowl of last year. So on Patrick Mahomes, here are his stats according to our league's scoring system for all of his games last year. If you want to get more detail, you can click in on each side. This is his week 1. They played at the Chargers. Here was Mahomes' particular scores based on a breakdown of our league scoring rules. If you want to look at previous seasons, you go up here to the right. You can click previous seasons. If you want to look at this year, obviously there's no stats that have occurred yet, so there's really no point in